Today we will talk about Jesse Livermore, one of the most important guy on Wall Street history, okay? He turned very small stakes into fortunes multiple times, and he has one message. And this one message is so important for all BMNR investors. I think that this might be one of the most important videos on BMNR, mindset-wise and execution-wise, that you will have ever seen.
Welcome to the game, I'm the wolf of Dubai.
Welcome to a brand new video. If you don't know who I am, my name is Danny and I'm not yet a Wall Street legend, but this is the goal, right? I invest into stocks before they go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50x up. I did this many times before with Tesla, Nvidia, Robinhood, Palantir, and now with BMNR, right? So I am an early investor into Bitmine, and I think a lot of you guys are out there the same way, okay? My subscribers bought even houses and apartments, so make sure to subscribe to all of my channels and also on X. And last thing, I have a product that is totally outstanding, okay? If you want, beside your long-term investments, also benefit from short-term moves on the markets, we have a product which is called instantdaytrading.com, right? This is the only thing that I'm promoting on my channel because I put more than $1 million into the development of our software, and the software allows us, our day trading team, to send you all the trades that we are doing into our portfolios directly into your portfolio as well, all automatically hands off. And we were on a huge streak the last 3 weeks where we haven't lost a trade in 11 trades while the market was selling off. So it's very interesting, and apparently it's working. So we want to gain about like 8 to 15% per month in your portfolio. And this means that if you start with $10,000, you should somewhere be around $58,000. Schedule a call with me personally before we're raising our joining fee in December. And I will be personally having the call with you and see if you are a fit as well. Now, if we are talking about Jesse Livermore, he is one of the most amazing guys because he figured out you need to wait, okay? And I think that this, when I see the comments, when I see the executions of you guys, I see like, hey, you know, my average price is 55 and I hope it goes back up. Well, this is actually kind of one version you can do it, or you can be more patient and actually I'm not saying that you can time the market because this is very hard, but you could be patient with investing your amounts in the one certain time rather than spread it out. Like this is what I'm doing, right? You see me almost every day buying between $3,000 and $20,000 worth of Bitmine because I want to get to $10 million of a Bitmine position, and I hope to acquire this. And this is obviously the recent dip is a huge gift for me and many long-term investors. But this is what he actually says. Have a look in this clip and listen very carefully.
You know, if there's one lesson that's been beaten into me more times than I care to count, it's this: the market doesn't pay you for being active. It pays you for being right. And being right often means you've got to learn to do nothing. That's the hardest part. Do you see what I'm saying? Everyone wants to trade. Everyone wants action. But the market isn't a slot machine. It's a weighing machine, and it's a waiting game. You don't get paid for being early. You don't get paid for being late. You only get paid when you've got the setup and you've got the patience to wait for it. Now, why do most people fail at this business? Is it because they can't read a chart? No, plenty of them know their lines and their bars. Is it because they don't have enough money? Not always. They fail because they cannot wait. They must have action, like a man who must have cards in his hands, that itch for excitement, that craving for movement. It's poison in trading. Have you ever caught yourself staring at a chart and thinking, well, maybe I'll just put something on just to be in the game? That's the urge that empties accounts. When I started out, I was a boy in a bucket shop watching tape tick by nickel. I thought the trick was in being clever, spotting every little wiggle and trading it. And sure, sometimes it worked, but most of the time it didn't. I'd win a little here, lose a little there, and by the end of the week, I had nothing to show for all my effort. That's when I realized it's not the constant trading that makes the money. It's the sitting. It's waiting for the real play to show up. Doesn't that sound strange? That you make the most money not by trading, but by waiting. But it's true. Let me tell you, the market has a way of punishing impatience. If you chase, you pay. If you guess, you pay. If you force trades, you pay. But if you wait, if you sit with your hands in your pockets Until the picture is clear, you'll be amazed how the odds tilt in your favor. The trick is believing that you don't need to be trading every day. Do you think the big money is made in constant skirmishes? No, the big money is made in the big moves. And big moves don't come every hour. They don't even come every day. They come when conditions are ripe, and until then, you wait. Here's the thing about setups. They're like a train schedule. If you miss one, don't chase it down the tracks. Another one will come. But you've got to know what train you're waiting for and where it stops. Most traders don't even know their setups. They just jump on anything that moves. That's not trading, that's gambling. And gambling is a fine way to ruin yourself. You wouldn't walk into a casino and think you can beat the house by playing every hand, would you? Then why do it in the market? The best trades I ever made, the ones that paid for houses and cars and everything else, they didn't come from luck or hunches. They came from setups I knew, patterns I trusted, conditions that lined up, and until they lined up, I did nothing. That's the secret most won't accept. Waiting looks like doing nothing, but in truth, waiting is work. Waiting is discipline. Waiting is the trader's real craft. Can you sit there with a chart in front of you and do nothing? Can you hold back when your fingers are itching to click the button? That's the test. I used to think I had to catch every swing. Up, down, sideways. If there was a move, I had to be in it. And you know what that left me with? Commissions, mistakes, and a bruised ego. Then one day, I caught myself. I realized I didn't need every swing. I just needed the fat part of the move, the big middle, where the odds are clear, the momentum is there, and the setup is undeniable. That was a revelation. Do you understand what I mean? The market will always give you chances, but not all chances are equal. Some are noise, some are traps, but a few are golden, and you've got to train yourself to wait for the golden ones.
So as you can see, he's all about waiting and patience. But what this means exactly, I made a kind of brainstorming and want to show you how over the last 2 months, and this is a very short-term opportunity, right? You should have had the mindset of Jesse Livermore, which could give you already a very huge head start into Bitmine. Okay, and the only thing that you need to do is to wait or to have patience, because stocks can go up and down. Even the biggest companies in the world, Nvidia, this year had moves of 25% twice this year, right? So why put all in one go, or, put everything at once and then wait because you want to have the quick buck and think that everything goes parabolic one way up? It's not the case. And if you want to learn this kind of trading as well, then make sure to check out xtendaytrade.com, my personal group. And now let's dive in for the small presentation that I actually prepared for you. Here we go. So first of all, I think that for so many investors in the Bitmine, following happened, okay? So I think most of you guys bought maybe at 40 because you saw the huge gain from 30 to 45, right? So then what most people are saying they are buying here, and the average price is around like 45, right? Then they're happy because they were right? So stock go to 65, they think it go higher, then it gets a little bit of correction. Maybe they buy more, so they get a little bit of higher average. Then they buy again here because they see, wow, I can really have this happen. And then, actually the average price is maybe then at 55, and then they see it going below their purchase price and they are panicking, and maybe they sell, or they say, oh, everything is bad, okay? First of all, before everything, this is a 3 months chart. 3 months is nothing for the stock market. And what Jesse Livermore say is, first of all, if you like Bitmine, okay, and you are so crazy about it, first of all, you would love the stock at 25, right? Let's say you didn't bought at all here at 40s, and you think, wow, this is a fantastic stock, but I would have a little bit time because it's connected to the most craziest volatile asset, the crypto, and I wait until it's very oversold and I buy somewhere here, okay? Then you are, congratulations, one of the best investors out, okay? If you can wait that long. This is the hard part, right? But what I'm saying is, instead of doing that, do the following. Let's say you get the money from your salary, right? And you buy here beginning of August. Then you say, okay, I really like this stock and it performed quite well. I buy a little bit more, right? So buy here. Then you buy actually again, right? Beginning of the month. And then you say, wow, now is the cheapest time that I can buy, right? You buy again. Now you are even more happy that you buy because you buy somewhere here, right? So you can see the average should be then somewhere here, and And you can see that you really just wait, because first of all, I think that, the price of Bitmine in a couple of years will be, it will be 3 digits, right? 250, 500,000, maybe, if we're going absolutely crazy. I think that we are rather will be at 1,000 rather than 100 in 3 years, right? That's my personal opinion. But you get the point that you need to be patient, specifically with such a very, very volatile company. As longer you can wait with cash, as Jesse said, the better the opportunity that arrives. If you can manage that, then you can create a fortune, even with very, very small amounts of money. So as you can see, if you follow this, you can be absolutely outstanding. You can build a fortune. But always remember, the market changes. The market stays volatile. There's corrections. There is very good prices and there's unbelievable prices. You want to wait for the unbelievable prices. And because you cannot do that at one go, you should spread your investment out, okay? And now it's the time to do that, to learn that, because the next company that you find, maybe, a great company you find maybe every 1 or 2 years. But if you find that, you will be much more prepared to do that. So if you like that, I really love that you are staying tuned to my channels, and make sure to switch on tomorrow as well, because the grass is greener always on the other side.